Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yokoman here. Welcome back to another episode of this Football Manager 2021 save here on the beta with Man City. Today we're going to kick off by doing the draw for the group stage before we look at what's been going on off camera. It's not, we'll do the draw. We'll do the draw. We won't focus on what's going on. Chelsea, Ajax. Who do we actually want? In reality, if we could get anyone, who do we want? So we want Marseille would be the easier draw, right? So, Marseille would be easier. Porto as well. Barcelona's the worst of the unseeded. No, Liverpool's probably... No. Barcelona or Liverpool are the worst of the unseeded. So, we want along. We don't want Juve. We can't get Juve, right? You can't get Juve. That's fine. Juve and Man United. Club Brugge, Lazio, Zenit. I'll have any of them. God, we didn't get Liverpool. Club Brugge now and Man City. Oh, what a result. Badej can go back to his old club as well, which makes it great. What a result that is. So that Champions League is the most important part, right? Champions League is the most important part, so we should be able to get through that now. We are a couple of days away from the Liverpool game, but we might as well go through the fixtures, take you through what happened. If you didn't see the last game against Borussia Mönchengladbach, go back and watch that episode. Great episode. Dynamo Kiev, we kicked off, basically rounding off the group, making sure that we finished top. Bernardo Silva and Jaden Braff. We made a lot of changes, a lot of rotation, and it was cool to see, though, because players like Ben White got a good shift in and performed really well. We then played against West Brom. We played a game of football against West Brom. Aguero, Torres might as well have not been on the pitch. Callum Grant is obviously just a savage animal and a beast when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net, because it's all it took was two opportunities for him in two highlights. For him to do that, we scored one, Grant scored one, Foden scored one, Grant scored one, couldn't break him down towards the end, and it ended 2-2. And it kind of began the start of this defensive frailties, left, right and centre. Then played against Juve and found ourselves on the wrong side this time of a 3-2. Wrong side this time of a 3-2. We were the better team, but Juve was definitely in it all along. Aguero scores, Ronaldo scores straight after, but we scored very quickly back from a free kick with Laporte. And I'm like, yeah, bang in. Kuvalevski and Rabiot score right at the end. Rabiot's goal was really infuriating because it's practically on the line. The goal is practically on the line. We didn't get any lineages to tell us how far over the line or could do with that, like on FIFA. But if we look at it, I'll slow it down a little bit for you. If we actually look at it, it was one of these. Was it over? Wasn't it? You know, it's a 50-50, but it went against us. So Juve beat us 3-2. And then we come up against Arsenal. Arsenal top of the league. Now got a 2-point gap because of the draw against West Brom. Needed a result. These are three huge games in the calendar for us in terms of the league. Arsenal, Liverpool and Leicester, because Leicester are having such a bloody good season. Must be because they've got a badge. So we come up against Arsenal, and I knew it was going to be a tough game. We're still trying to figure out the tactic. I'm still working on that. And when you come up against this has to be the hardest formation I've played against on FM this year. It's really strange, but it has to be. And William and Pepe ran the show, but the problem is they had a lot of pace, and down the wing, they were so difficult to deal with. I had to completely rethink the tactic. And the three at the back then made it very difficult to score as well. So I had to completely rethink how we was playing. We didn't even have an XG of 1, and we beat them 2-1. This is what we started at. But in the end, I went 3 at the back with 2 wing-backs. By the end of the game, we needed 3 at the back to deal with them, and we needed the wing-backs out wide to deal with their width, because they were just undoing us left, right and centre. So I don't know how this Liverpool game's going to go. I don't know how this Liverpool game's going to go whatsoever. We're not in good form. We've just pulled off a great result, to be fair, in terms of the Premiership. Puts us back top by 8 points. But I'm really not sure how this Liverpool game's going to go. I'd probably take a draw, but at the end of the day, we need to win these kind of games. We need to keep winning these kind of games. Although Arsenal now have found themselves losing twice to us 2-1, we've had the upper hand. But we need them to tail off and struggle against other sides. They're very, very good on the beta of Arsenal for some strange reason. And Tottenham are very, very poor. And Chelsea are pretty poor as well, so it's really strange. 6 defeats for Chelsea, which is just, I don't know. It's mind-boggling. But Liverpool today, they've turned form around since the early victory. They really have. They've only lost to us and Arsenal. I'm hoping they're going to lose to us twice and draw to Brighton and Burnley. And they've been pretty decent. 5-1 against Brighton as well. Revenge. 5-2 against West Ham. So they have been potent. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to line up against them. I think they're going to match our formation. So it's not too bad. I'm kind of tempted to play 4-4-2. I think 2 strikers up top this year works really well. No matter what variant you can get them up top, whether it's 3 at the back, wing backs, 2 strikers, no matter what variant you get your 2 strikers up top, I just feel like it works this year. But we've got great wingers. But a big thing, I'm saying but a lot. I know I am. I like to ramble. You know this. Raheem Sterling's been injured. Since Raheem Sterling's injury, which was after the Gladbach game, we haven't played the same. We've not been good. And I genuinely think this is a huge reason. And I said how important he was to us. I genuinely think that's a huge reason. And it's caused a problem for me. It's really caused a problem for me not having him on the pitch, because whoever we play, that Jesus just hasn't done it. Jesus just hasn't done anything, if we're being honest for us. Aguero's had some great moments. Jesus has just been non-existent. And all right, bear in mind, I have played him on the left. Maybe not his favourite position. Maybe not where he wants to be. But he's gone clean through a couple of times, and that's where I'd expect him to shine when he goes clean through. Cannot score. He's missed a couple of sitters. He's upsetting me. I've had a word with him, though. I'm sure he'll be fine. We have made a transfer deal. The board gave us more money. Board gave us 53 million. I tweeted it. I do tweet stuff about this save on Twitter, so do feel free to follow me on Twitter. It's at YorkieMan. It's down below. So is the Discord, so is the Twitch. So, you know, if you want to stay in touch with the Yorker man, I don't know. It's happened. It's early hours in the morning, so, you know, get over it. So, transfer. We've done a transfer. We signed Buendia. You might think that's not ambitious for Manchester City, but I like it. He's 23, Argentine. We know he's a capable player. He's a good player, and I think we're going to start phasing into him being a cam. We're going to probably go down the route of having a cam. I think the DM situation after Fernandinho is it's done. It's dusted. Probably won't play DM anymore. It's more that Fernandinho's great there. Probably won't play it after that. I think after Fernandinho goes, his time's done. He doesn't want to re-sign. He's gone at the end of the year. He's moving on. We're going to move to a cam. And this man coming in January is going to be a test for that. And I just think when you look at him, he looks extremely good. The dribbling is really excites me. His ability to go past players, I think that's huge on this year's game. I love that he tries killer balls often as well. I don't like the tries tricks, but he does cut in from the flanks as well. So I do like Buendia, and we have decided to bring him in. We still have some cash spare. How much do we have left? We've got 25. We're going to have to judge it for some budgetal stuff. But God, I'm mildly tempted to let some players go, to be honest with you. With the way the squad's been performing, I'm tempted. There's a few in there that I'd rather get rid of and change it for something else. And I tell you what, Zinchenko is one of them. He's a mixed bag, and we should have never played him against Arsenal because he was awful. Absolutely awful. Got torn apart. The only upsetting thing is we're not going to have Raheem Sterling back. But good news, well, I view this as good news. Sergio Aguero has signed a 1-year extension. We're paying him 10k more a week. I don't really like that, but he's been great for us so far. He's definitely been a best striker. 8 appearances, 6 goals. So Aguero will be back next season. We're still finding his best role, but he's been doing very well at complete forward. Let's see what it says for him at complete forward. Yeah, he's been doing very well at complete forward. Problem is with a complete forward, you expect it to be good at pretty much everything. He's not great at heading. His jumping reach is shocking. He's not great at heading. So I'm still toying with this position, the formation. Fernandinho is no longer a halfback. I don't want to close down more on you. He's no longer a halfback. He's a deep line playmaker. And we just need to stop being left wide open. Sergio Aguero is potentially... We're going to do it. He's going to play as an advanced forward. I'm going to look to get him in behind. And Phil Foden then will come on and attack duty. Just to ease up that gap a little bit. But that's where we're at. Gundogan's just got himself injured for 5 games. And that really does show how much we need another centre mid, in my opinion. Although I am enjoying using Bednight. He's played 2 games now and been superb. Now, I know it says his potential's 3-star. It is what it is. If this guy reaches 3-star, though, at Man City, 3-star's pretty damn decent at Man City. So I'm excited. I genuinely am excited. He's very good, and he will fit the Cam situation nicely as he keeps progressing. Another youngster that stood out, as we all know, and love, well, I do anyway, is Jayden Braff. If you're looking for someone on loan or you're looking to pick someone up on your save who's a young winger who probably will end up being a top-tier left winger because he's been judged against players like Sterling, it's this lad. He looks like he's going to be great. And already so far got himself a goal in his first start for the club. I'm excited about the youth we've got, man. I might go back and revisit PSV a bit as well and see, because they always have good youth. Dutch teams have fantastic youth to exploit. I'm saying it, exploit. So might go and look at some of the Dutch teams, potentially look at picking up some youngsters there. But I don't want to sign too many youngsters because this save's not going to go on for too long. But I'm enjoying the ones we're bringing through. The philosophy is changing at Manchester City. Right, lads, this is the team to take on Liverpool. Aguero up top, Silva on the right, Jesus on the left, Foden as Amazala, De Bruyne as the roaming playmaker with Fernandinho just below him, Diaz and Laporte as centre-back, Cancelo and Gaia right and left-backs. This is it. This is a good lineup. And we beat them 1-0. They didn't really offer us anything going forward last time out, which was interesting. And the players are certainly getting more familiar now with the way we like to play. All right, so we know that they play a gegenpress. We know that already, and we know already that we probably... I don't know if pressing them will work. I've got to be honest. I don't know how good pressing them will work, but I'm not going to press Alexander-Arnold, but I will press Robertson, and I will press Hendo as well, and I'll tackle him hard, and we will mark... No, I want to press him, not mark him. We'll mark tightly Boga, who they're playing up top with Salah and Mane. So it's interesting. They've got a strong bench, though. Thiago's on the bench. Origi's on the bench. Jota's on the bench. No Bobby Firmino. Must be injured, because I'm pretty sure they didn't sell him. We are favourites. Go out and give fans stuff. And hopefully this goes better than Arsenal. Arsenal game didn't go too well. I'm still trying to do 3D for you. Still going to try and do bits of 3D for you. It is a test. I think my eyes need to adjust to playing in 3D. Also, I certainly don't feel like I can make tactical changes wisely on 3D. And if we do start to have issues with the tactic, it's definitely straight back to 2D. We're waiting to find out what roles they're playing here as well. We're at home, and I've been working really hard on how to get us more defensively secure. Because my biggest issue over the past 4 games has been, oh, what a ball, Aguero, surely. He doesn't mess them up. What a dink. What a dink from Kun Aguero. Absolutely deserves his new contract. If you think it was a bad idea that we re-signed him to a new contract, then you're an idiot. No, I'm joking. West Brom have beaten Arsenal as well, which is great. But look at this. Nice little dink past Alisson. And he's been special for us. And there is no replacing him, really. I think you just find a different style of striker. There's no replacing him. He has been on fire. And I'm thinking with advanced forward, the way Liverpool play, he can get in behind, and so far so good, really. De Bruyne there now. I'd like to see a bit more from him. Gaia! Oh, that'd have been nice. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Gaia would have been beautiful there. Alisson will boot that straight out, though, to Boga. Tight marking work to treat, surely. That is us this season, and that is what's worrying me. Because it is literally a back-to-front situation. Alisson has booted that straight out to Boga. Straight out to Boga, who we are tight marking, might I add. I don't know who was tight marking him. But straight out to him. And Laporte's, I don't know, he's gone fishing. I don't know what he's doing there. He's trying to do the moonwalk to show off to his mates on TV. Boga's gone through once. Ederson should maybe do better, gets a little bit of an hand to it. They've gone through once and have scored. And that has been typically the last 5 games. It really has. And we're finding it very difficult on how to eradicate that at the moment. And it's very difficult. We're not struggling to get the goals. We're doing that. We're certainly struggling to defend our back line. And I don't know if I can pinpoint it to the centre-backs. The full-backs not helping out. Fernandinho not helping out enough. Go on, De Bruyne. Bernardo. Oh, he's got to score. He's got to score that in that position. I don't know. I don't know what I can pinpoint it to at the moment. But that certainly is my area of concern with the team. I need to do the set pieces as well. I really need to do the set pieces. That's my area of concern for the team at the moment, is we just simply don't defend well enough with the long ball. The long ball undoes us far too often. Now, a point wouldn't be the end of the world in this, but if you look already, we should have scored more. And I want to win here against Liverpool, because if Arsenal don't perform well today, oh God, they're on the counter again. If Arsenal don't perform well today, puts us in a really good position. To move a couple of points clear. And I said I want it to be comfortable, and it hasn't been because of us against smaller teams. What a beautiful ball through to Foden. This is a big opportunity for Phil. Come on, Phil. I've said we were all right at scoring just a brief moment ago. Phil, how can you not? Come on, Phil. 4 shots, 4 on target, 1-1. You know, doesn't ring a good bell, does it? It's not good enough. It's not good enough for us, and I don't know quite how we fix the defensive frailties at the moment. It's certainly an issue. But this game has been action-packed so far for us, so this could be a little bit of a longer episode. Lovely. Gaia now. He's had a good time at Man City so far. Look at that. Wow. Straight down the throat. It's got to be good, though. It's got to be good. Gaia pulls it back. Oh, Foden. Couldn't get to it. Couldn't commit to it. Don't let Boga get to that, boys. Could not commit to it. That's a bit of a shame. We might have to go on to Kia. There's a lot of bloody highlights here in this game for extended. Very open game of football by the looks of it. One that we are dominating, but still a very open game of football. We've gone with double playmaker. Worked last year for me. See if it works this year, basically. Foden. He's getting some opportunities, but he's not looking great, is he? He's not looking great. Chelsea are winning, which is good news for them. Oh, here we go. Corner for Liverpool. Boga taking it. And nicely taken, Edison. I like to see that. The goalkeeper coming out, collecting that nicely. They were still in the box there. They were still in the box while we were taking that ball. That's sacrilege. They should be done for that. This is nice, though. Bernardo. Oh, go on, Bernardo. Great dribbling. Aguero, surely. Aguero, punish him, mate. Punish them. Punish them. How is this still 1-1? It's 25 minutes, and it's a hell of a lot of Man City highlights, but no result. No goal. I don't know where it's going to come from either. I don't know how we create many more great chances like we have. We've got an XG of 1.3. XG of 1.3, and it's still 1-1. Oh, it's Liverpool again. And you just think that with the way that Liverpool play, they'll just nick it. They will. They will just nick it. There's nothing I would change here. Shots are on target. They're good XG shots. We're looking fairly dominant, although it looks like Liverpool are in the ascendancy a bit now. What a block off the line, and again, God, pushing it close. Now, West Brom have gone 2 up against Arsenal. West Brom on this year's game, there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong. West Brom aren't that good, but Callum Grant they've gone 3 up. They've gone 3 up. Cheers, West Brom, though. I will take that. They've gone 3 up. And now this is the issue. That should probably be a goal, maybe, and we're having good chances. When we look at the data at this stage, we're having good chances. Keep playing this way, the result will come. And I do think it will. They're probably going to have to change stuff up. Again, my underlying issue, Gabby Jesus. He can't do it. He just does not perform like Raheem Sterling. I know I shouldn't expect him to perform like Raheem Sterling, but he's not been good out on the left-hand side, even when he's had good chances. But we need to... I don't know. We need to get control again in this game. I think they're going to come out a little bit stronger this second half. Robertson out. Fabini out. We've got Henderson. Boga. Don't let them play around us and let Mohamed Salah have shots like that, boys. Don't be letting them have shots like that. Let's demand a bit more from the lads. Boga will whip in the corner. Well headed away. Get to that, Bernardo. This is nice. Here we go. Bernardo Silva. Fantastic dribbler of the football. Can he do? Oh, Bernardo Silva. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. Not bad from him. Gabby Jesus whips it back in. Kun Aguero. Bit of an interesting pass back to Cancelo, but okay, it's fine. Cancelo's definitely safer at the moment than Kyle Walker. And Gaia is 1,000,000 times safer than having Zinchenko on the pitch. Zinchenko's been awful for us. I don't know what it is either. He just can't seem to play it well. That's actually well played from the port. Jesus now for the first time. Kun Aguero again. Sergio Aguero makes it 2-1 Man City. And I think we fully deserved that, if I'm being honest. I will shout and praise now. I won't, because we don't have a shout right now. But I will shout and praise in the end. And this is great from the port to come out and get to that. And then Jesus' pass is actually very good. Kun Aguero takes it. And he's up against Matip, which is definitely the matchup you want. I don't want him up against Van Dijk. I want him up against Matip. And he goes through. And that's not safe, though, is it? This is not safe at the moment. A third would really give us the ascendancy. Diaz now. Mixed season so far. De Bruyne. Phil Foden. Great touch. Phil Foden. Put it other side, Phil. Put it the other side, mate. That is a moment for Phil to become... I don't know, folklore Man City. We're better than they are. That's what I'm getting from this game. They've lined up the same as us. and we are better than they are, and I like it so far, but you just always feel like that one ball's going to come over the top. I always feel it. We might go to key. This has been a little bit long. We have created a lot, though, but we might go to key. Diaz there. That's interesting, isn't it? But, you know, if you don't hit him over the top, you never know. Aguero's not the best to try and find his head. That's nice, though. When we bring it down like that, and these midfield players are great at pinging the ball about, you know, De Bruyne, Fernandinho, with Foden getting a little bit further forward. Look at these two. Two playmakers in Fernandinho and De Bruyne. It just works. Oh, what a ball. Foden now. Finally, Phil Foden. And that'll be free. And we will go to key now. Because I feel a little bit more confident. And the Mazzala play, the link up of the two playmakers with the movement that it allows Foden to make. It allows Foden to make those darting runs because De Bruyne will sit a bit deeper now and so will Fernandinho in terms of a passer. And it just opens the game up for us a bit. And I couldn't bloody be happier at that situation. We'll make a couple of subs, won't we? We'll bring on Riyad Mahrez for Silva. Silva, great pass, though. I'll bring off Fernandinho for Rodri. Now, I like Rodri. I do. He's not Fernandinho, though. He's not. He's just not. And he's not consistent. So, I don't know. If we keep that going, if we keep the DM going once Fernandinho's gone, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Though Boga, who Liverpool have, is a player I'd love to have in our team. He really is. I like Boga. I think he's rapid. Pace on this game seems to be really, really good. Really handy. Virgil there. Oh, God, Virgil. Offside. But Virgil can do it. Look at that again, though. That's how we get beat. Boom. Over at top. Boom. Over at top. Every time. So I don't know how we stop that because I've tried high line, I've tried deep line, I've tried offside trap. We still get beat over the top. This time, the offside trap has just worked. Don't really have the player to make that change, so we're going to bring off Jesus. Bring on Ferran Torres. Sorry, De Bruyne and Foden. This is my issue, right? This is my issue at the minute. And I think even when Buendia comes in January, he can play Mazzala and he can play Robin Playmaker for me in that centre of mid. Easy. I think Buendia as the Mazzala would be unbelievable. Go on, Aguero. Make it 4. Embarrass them. Have some of that, Drew. I'm kidding. Just friendly banter. But yeah, we've been completely on top in this. I think if we were still at the stages of clear-cut chances, it would be 5 or 6 here for Man City. That was nice defensive work there. I think he probably should have shot. That was a bit interesting. I don't know who it was. Was that Aguero or was it Foden? Guy has been good, though. Seriously, Guy has been for his price as well. Oh, Torres, Ferran Torres, it is 4 to Man City, and we've absolutely run away with it, haven't we, in this second half? Go on, you shout at the fans. Run away with it this second half. Absolutely haven't. Ferran Torres needs to show a bit more in the team. He had that moment where he become a superhero against Leicester. Could do that again against him if he wants, but he needs to have more big moments. Obviously, that's a tap-in. But yeah, he needs to have more moments. More big moments would be nice as well. Both of them. Look at me there. Arms aloft. Go on, the boys in the Leeds colours there on the sideline. I think it goes to show we restricted them to not very good chances, 7 shots, but not very good ones. And we had ourselves 13 and 10 of those were on target. Fully deserved the 4-1. What a fantastic result. I didn't know what result we were going to get. I was nervous because we played so badly off camera these past few games. Coming on to do the recording, I was like, this could be embarrassing. Liverpool might absolutely smash us, but there we go. 4-1 victory. Couldn't be happier. Suppose the better news is the fact that West Brom have beaten Arsenal 3-0. And Arsenal have been absolutely on fire this season. They genuinely have been absolutely on fire this season. They've just been beaten 3-0 by West Brom. At least we got a draw against West Brom. Come on, Arsenal. But we'll take that. It gives us a little bit more of a gap. We've got a favourable draw, I suppose you could say, in the Champions League. So I'm pretty happy about this situation at the moment. Let me just go and praise Sergio. Honestly, advance forward, fully deserved. I'm going to... No, he does usually like an hand on a shoulder, doesn't he? But we'll go with the handshake. I am indeed enjoying a good start. I am indeed. Coleman spotted. Who's he looking at? Bernardo Silva. I don't think you can afford him, Coleman. I don't think you can afford him. I'm such a big fan of Bernardo Silva. I really am. Since his Monaco days, I don't think that they can afford him. I think when we look at the squad, this is nice though, isn't it? This is nice. We're doing all right. The draw against West Brom and Villa is frustrating, but we're doing all right in charge here of Man City. It's not as easy as I thought it'd be because of the pressure, but we're doing all right. And this tactic is slowly tweaked to the stage. But the problem is, for me, right, is you've got Mahrez and you've got Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva I favour easily. And I'm not a huge Mahrez fan. I liked him at Leicester, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a huge Mahrez fan. So, if anything, if someone came in for Mahrez, I'd probably let him go. I probably would let Riyad Mahrez go. He hasn't featured much. 6 games, 6 starts, 6 off the bench. Average rating of 6.77. So he's not featured much. Someone comes in for him, I would be tempted to let him go, but apart from that, probably Zinchenko I'd let go. And even John Stones has been all right backup, so it would take a decent fee in order for us to sign another player. Now, I haven't particularly, you would have thought I'd looked at more players than this. We've signed Buendia, so he could come off the shortlist. I only have Angel Correa, so you would imagine I'd have scouted a little bit